Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we have a lot of rebel issues right now, for sure. And we also have a slight issue with people entering military coalitions against us. We'll see if they end up declaring, but one thing I do want to do is I want to immediately start working on getting a bunch of new divisions up. So I want to get a bunch of new armies going here. One here, two, I want 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did that one go? I'm not sure if that one went. Whatever. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is going to put us wildly over our force limit, by the way. That's fine. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, their liberty desire is too high. Got it. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to recruit incredibly heavily here. And the point behind this is to try to scare the AI into not wanting to join this. We're going to move up over here. We missed these rebels previously. And what else do we have going on here? Are these guys heading over? Yes, they are. Okay. Sounds good. We're going to sort by cost here. And we're going to start coring up as many of these as we can. Now, we need to keep an eye on our rebel uprising here. We don't really care about these separatists. Those aren't relevant to us. What we do care about is the massive group of particularists. These guys. These guys we care about. Maybe we just accept their demands, because this is 2 million rebels that's going to spawn. Well, we should wait. We should wait until they're about to, Did someone leave the military coalition there? I think I saw someone leave it. Interesting. We should wait until they're about to pop, but we don't want to let the particularists pop. Honestly, just giving them their autonomy, I think would be fine. So they'll spawn within the next 6 months. And we don't want to allow that to happen. Everything else, we don't care about. They have generic rebels demand. Nice. So yeah. Every other rebel group we don't care about. But the Armenian particularists, we very much do. All of these guys are entering military coalitions against us, which isn't that big of a deal. Okay. So, let's check in on... Actually, let's do this first. We've got a few revolts here to handle. This was always going to happen. We're going to head in over here. No problem on the Scythian separatists. Welsh separatists up over here. Sure. Chagatai separatists over this way. And we'll head on over. And then Navarrese separatists here shouldn't be a problem. And Ashanti separatists shouldn't be a problem. Cool. So we'll get that all dealt with, and then we'll fight these guys up here. Yes, that's all okay. And I do want to check in on those particularists, because we don't want to fight both the particularists and the coalition at the same time. That's the big thing. So they're currently at 50%, and we'll need to check that every month. Once they hit 90%, we will accept this demand. It's not that big of a deal. People are entering military coalitions, yes, but we are starting to get our troop count up, so that's perfect. Yes, none of these are particularly powerful nations. The only two that we are at all scared of that I know about is Ming and Congo. And both of them are substantially weaker than us. Mongolia is reasonably powerful, so is Japan, but that's basically it. Those are the only two that we care about. So, if they go to war with us, I feel like they lose. And when do we have some of these cores finishing up? 10 October. Okay. So we need to ticket a day here and let these revolts pop. Only 2 this month. Not bad. So that is these guys here and Hijazi Separatists over here, which we can just pass straight through and get that done. No problem. Okay, so where are those particularists at? They're in here somewhere. We need to check on them. Here they are. They're still at 50. Cool. We're getting good luck on that. Cheyenne, Korea, Sioux. Sure. All fully expected. Sulu, Sunda, Zuni. Yep, that's fine. Cool. Okay. So we'll see what happens on this next month tick. Armenian particularists are where? Just checking here. If we can get away with not having them spawn. Wait, I didn't see them in the list. Did I just miss them? I'm just looking at these troop count numbers. There they are. Okay, they didn't go up again. I like it. So, we've got all of these revolts here. We lost the Battle of Sanar, which was down over this way. We must have had like a 1 stack here. Okay. Coptic Zealots over this way. We'll deal with them. Shia Zealots up here. We'll deal with those. No problem. Funge Separatists over here. I'm going to send this army down to deal with them. And these guys. No problem. There we go. Cool. So we'll continue to proceed here. The particularists are the only ones that we are at all scared of. And currently, things are going reasonably well there. People left the military coalition there. Oh, they're all leaving the military coalition. And it's because we built more troops. They now think that they're not strong enough. Cool. That's really, really good. I'm very happy about that. We're still probably going to accept the demands of the particularists, to be clear. So that's going to be... It's going to be a lot. Maybe we don't accept the demands if the coalition is disbanding, though. The coalition disbanding is a huge deal. Absolutely huge. Did Ming ever join it? I don't think they did. Okay, so we have a bunch of revolts spawning this month. In fact, a whole bunch of revolts, but that's fine. We lost the Battle of Karelia up here. That was just a 1 stack. Okay, so we're going to move these guys down over here. This is already handled. Confucian Zealots here. These guys aren't moving, so we're going to send them up there. Mysorean Separatists, we will head on up. Kuman Separatists here. Okay. We're already heading in over that way. That looks fine. Muwari Separatists over this way. Problem solved. Tunisian Separatists over here. No problem. In fact, spreading this out is probably wise. Greek Separatists over here. They have a decent number, so we're going to assign a leader here and then hop on over. Genoese Separatists here shouldn't be a problem. Songhaian Separatists, and we'll send this force up to deal with them. And Finnish Separatists in Karelia, which I believe we already dispatched a force to, didn't we? Well, we'll dispatch this one. There we go. Cool. So we're going to win a bunch of these battles, and do we want to fight the particularists now that the coalition is disappearing? We're still kind of on the knife's edge of that coalition, I think. Where is it? It definitely didn't go away. There it is. Okay, 60%. Yeah, they're all leaving the military coalition. So that's huge. And that's just because we expanded our army. They now think that basically the AI is currently assessing us as more powerful than everyone who has aggressive expansion on us, which is everyone in the world. So we're currently more powerful, according to the AI, than everyone in the world combined. But we lost this battle over here. If we can get zoomed in, wow, this zoom is not going well. Okay. Yeah, that was probably just a one stack, if I'm honest. Okay. How many rebellions this month? There will be a lot. Not too bad. Only 4. So we've got some Wichita separatists over here that we'll go deal with. We've got these guys down here. No problem. They're actually walking. Where are they going? They're going into here? Sure, we'll deal with that. Phoenician separatists over this way. There's also these guys over here. Okay. We'll just get rid of all of those. We'll make sure that we actually hit these forces. That would be nice. And then there's these over here, which apparently aren't being taken care of, but we'll head on down with a couple of armies, and we'll continue to convert. Cool. We can also core, which we will definitely do. We want to get this colonial nation online as soon as possible, but that's not going to be for a while yet. Okay, a bunch of rebels successful here. That's to be expected for the moment. And separatist sentiment is also to be expected for the moment. Cool. So we're beating up a lot of rebels, and at this point we need 34 to core here, but I don't want to core a 0, so we're going to go for this one up here. That is a bunch of rebels here. Yeah, definitely a bunch this month. And let's check in on those particularists. I want to know where they're at. I don't want to fight them. They're at 80%. Okay, so perhaps next month. So we'll deal with this, no problem. That's a 53k stack there. So we're going to bring this force over and this force up. Like so. Hellenic Zealots over here. Yep, we've dealt with that. Armenian Peasants out over here. So we'll head over and deal with them like so. And I'm going to bring this army over to here. Babylonian Separatists down over this way. We're still grouping up this force, so that's not anything too major. We'll come on down like so. Assyrian Separatists here. Yes, we already looked at that. Duala Separatists up here. No problem. Palatskian. Ethiopian. That shouldn't be a big deal. We'll just let these guys group together for a bit. We don't really need prestige right now, so that's fine. These group together, and we'll send them up over to here. Some separatists out here, no problem. Roman separatists up this way, they're reasonably strong. And these guys. There we go. Cool. So we'll win a lot of these rebellions. In fact, in theory, we'll win all of them. How's our manpower deficit looking? It's a little bit up there. On this month tick, we definitely want to check in on the particularists. It's currently August. It's now September. Our colony in the Falklands is now self-sustaining. That's nice. And we will tick forward one day. We'll send a colonist down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 revolts. Okay. But we're also only 1 month tick away from getting a bunch of cores. So that's great. We will go ahead and core Pastos next. There we go. And from here, we're of course losing a lot of money. Now, most of that is going into rooting out of corruption and army maintenance. So that's all fine for the moment. We're going to get our next mill tech very soon, which is a pretty big deal. Yeah, March of next year. So that'll be fine. And let's just deal with these guys. So this one is easy enough to deal with. All 3 of these are now dealt with. Okay, no problem over here. Some Chuvash separatists over this way. We'll deal with them. Breton separatists. No problem. Okay, these guys out over here. I'll let this force group together for a bit. We'll take care of these guys, no problem. Tibetan separatists out this way. We can do something kind of like that. Cool. And then these guys, they'll be under control reasonably quickly. Okay. Now, we need to check in on the particularists. We do not want them to spawn. So, let's see where they're at. They're at 9. Yeah, they're at 90. So, at this point, we're going to accept their demands. Done. 30% local autonomy in a lot of places. But now we don't have to deal with them. I was hoping that we'd be able to hold it off one more month, but I didn't want to risk that. The odds were not in our favor there. So that's fine. Cool. This force I'm going to send over here, even though they're not quite exactly conformed to the template. Some of our armies won't be because of the rebels, and that's okay. We'll come back to those once we're in a little bit more stable of a position. Okay, these guys are going there. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I wanted to check in on this situation over here. Okay, that's a morale situation here, where our morale is way higher than theirs, but we just don't have the numbers to win this. We are going to retreat in good order here. And that'll be fine. We're mostly waiting on these reinforcements to be able to take out these guys, so that's completely okay. We're heading in over this direction. I'm going to pop a leader in over here, just because of numbers. Okay. Looks reasonably fine for the moment. These guys are still waiting on some reinforcements here. I'm going to bring a leader in here, and we'll fight this regardless. Okay. These guys can head in over this way, and we're going to finish up this cap back, and then we can head up over here. Beautiful. So we're winning these battles. And the fact that the coalition is dealt with is just chef's kiss at this point, right? I was hoping that that would happen, but I honestly didn't think it would. I honestly thought that we'd end up having to fight that coalition. But the coalition was never going to be a huge threat to us, even if they won, right? Because how much can they actually take away from us at this point? The answer is not that much. So that's great. We have some Adeni separatists over here that we will head on towards. These guys are making their way there. Let's head here instead. Okay. Neapolitan separatists over here we'll deal with in a bit. These guys are in battle right now. We'll head over like so. Permian separatists, sure. Yarkhan separatists shouldn't be a problem. And then next up is these guys, which honestly this army can take care of. We've got Kaffa separatists down here that we've already dealt with, and Khorassani separatists over here, no problem. Cool. So how are we doing on our unrest right now? It's a little rough, but we are going to have a bunch of cores finishing up here, which will be dropping our overextension by quite a bit here. So things are about to get a lot simpler for us. We're going to bring these guys up to here. And these aren't dealt with right now. But that's fine. And there's those cores. So instead of being at 171% overextension, now we're at 133. It doesn't help a huge amount, but it slows things down and makes it easier for us to get caught up on the rebel front. But this is the reason why we didn't want to fight the particularists, right? Like, it would have been a lot. Okay, so we're going to fight these guys here, no problem. We lost our quartermaster, and we can also work on some coring here eventually. But not now. Okay. So this month we have a bunch of revolts, but that will be slowing down now that we've gotten some of those cores finished up. Cool. So we won won some battles over here. We've got these guys here, which will send this force up. Cornish Separatists, no problem. Sindhi Separatists over here, no problem there either. Trihudi, nope, no problem. Punjabi, there we go. Bohemian Separatists, we'll just make our way down like so. And these guys over here, sure. So, this force here, they could come down over here as well. Okay. A Cabinet of Curiosities is fine, and we definitely do need to get our military advisor back here. This guy is not of the correct culture. This guy is. Morale of armies plus 10% is pretty good. So we'll grab him, and we're going to need to bump him all the way up to level 5. There we go. And we're spending a lot of money right now, to be sure. To be sure. We will be able to grab some quantity ideas here to help that out soon enough with that land force limit modifier. So that will be something we will eventually do. I want to bring these guys over, but I think I'm going to give it a month tick so that we have a reinforced tick here. Cool. All of that looks reasonably good. I want to come over here and make sure that this is under control. Yes, it is. Okay, let's do a quick once-over here. These guys are heading in here. They're going to move to there, so we're going to have to move through there. Cool. This should be under control. We can move these guys out. This would, of course, eventually need to be conformed to the template. That should be under control there. These guys do require some reinforcement, but I'm going to send them in over here. Okay. I think we're good. How many rebel uprisings this next month? There'll be a lot. We're still going to have a bunch of rebel uprisings with those cores coming in. They're just going to be slowed down slightly. That's all that's going to do for the time being. We're still very overextended. Only 3 this month. Cool. So I'm going to send this guy up over here. These guys will come deal with this force. Jalafian Separatists are no problem. This is a 31k that can be conformed. And these guys over here, no issue. Cool. Okay, that all looks good. We do have all of the institutions that have spawned right now, right? Manufactories spawned in 1650, so in 20 years. So yes. Cool. And where is it likely to spawn? Yerevan? Okay. We're going to need to work on spamming out some manufactories eventually. We'll probably do that once things calm down a little bit here. We do need to enter a chill period. There's no doubt about that. Okay. That's all good. Cool. How many this month? Only 1. Nice. You can see it's definitely slowing down. So I'm going to move this army over to deal with that. Cool. Well, these guys are just charging through. Okay, so we're going to have these guys come in here, and we'll stop there. There we go. Problem solved. We're going to come down over this way, kill these rebels. Fantastic. We should have the numbers to do that. And we'll bring these guys up to here. And we can grab ourselves our next Miltech at this point. So we definitely want to take Miltech 19. There we go. Saxon infantry is now available. And we're definitely going to grab it. Cool. So these guys are going to start moving over here. And there's a big amount of our morale that we lost from switching to Saxon infantry back. A bunch of revolts this month. Shouldn't be a major issue, though. Yeah. These are all completely fine for the moment. I'm not going to move these guys, actually. I'm going to have these guys come over. There we go. Because we're conforming this. So that'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. I'm so glad that the military coalition is gone, though. That's such a big deal. No, I don't want to get these going. What am I doing? Stop that. We'll get that one going instead. Okay. So our overextension will be going away reasonably soon-ish. A lot of this we're still working on. We're at 133%, so this will keep going for a little while. But our chill period is underway here. And our aggressive expansion is slowly dropping. So that's completely fine, and we're coring a lot of this. Okay, we're going to hit these guys here. Beautiful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue to work on getting our overextension dealt with. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cameron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. That was not the button I wanted. Okay, let's go to the correct button. There we go. Beautiful.